Good evening. My name is John Yang, and I'm the President and Executive Director of Asian Americans Advancing Justice, AAJC, which is a national civil rights organization that promotes a just and fair society. We have an independent affiliation with 5 other affiliations in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Atlanta, and Chicago. And I am here this evening to speak on behalf of our organizations in support of the Communities Trust Ordinance. In particular, I want to offer a national perspective on some of the debate that we are having over this ordinance. Today, there are over 11 million undocumented immigrants in our country. This number has not changed significantly since 2009. About 2/3 of those undocumented immigrants have been here in this country for over 10 years. So there's no sudden surge of undocumented immigrants in this country, and there's no sudden surge that has imperiled law and order. Rather, most undocumented immigrants have been here for a long time and are already part of our society. They are our friends, they are our neighbors, they are our caregivers, and they are our co-workers. They should be treated with dignity and respect. The face of undocumented immigrants in the media is often a Latino face, but immigrants are very much a part of the Asian immigrant issue as it is to our fellow communities of color. Nationwide, there's an estimated 1.6 million Asian undocumented immigrants. In Maryland, the best estimates are that there are around 37,000 Asian immigrants that are undocumented. These undocumented Asian immigrants come from almost every Asian country. They include significant numbers from China, India, and the Philippines. In fact, I myself was at one time an undocumented immigrant, and this country gave me a path to citizenship. So I can attest to the fact that there is no one face to this immigration debate. Enacting the Community Trust Ordinance is not radical. Over 400 jurisdictions, including jurisdictions in Texas, Arizona, Kansas, Iowa, and Louisiana, have enacted these types of ordinances that limit coordination and cooperation with immigration and customs enforcement. These jurisdictions understand that our communities are safer because our law enforcement are allowed to do what they do best, which is to build up our communities and not to tear them down. The other thing that our organizations have seen firsthand nationwide is the fear that is now gripping the immigrant and minority community. To be clear, this fear is not just among undocumented immigrants, but is rather among citizens and legal permanent residents. There are numbers that in our fold, as well as in the Latino and other communities, that have told us that they are being racially profiled, they're subject to questions about their immigration status, that they will be subjected to interrogation and detention based on where they are from and how they look, and that they will be subject to greater scrutiny from the law. By passing the Community Trust Ordinance, you can send a strong signal to our community that law enforcement should be not feared, but trusted. This will ensure that our residents, citizens, permanent residents, visa holders, and yes, also undocumented immigrants, feel safe reporting crime and serving as witnesses. As you all know, our community is safer when there is trust and cooperation with local law enforcement and its residents. In the current environment...
I have to ask you to stop,
yes,
please.
In the current environment, we ask you to do the same.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.